My max monthly payout for the Facebook bonus program was... I'd like to tell you the story of how I got into making six figures on Facebook, the timeline, what happened to the program over time, and why I haven't enrolled all my pages in it. In August 2022, I was contacted by Facebook to invite me to join the Meta Performance Bonus Program. I thought at first it was a scam, and the first thing I did was I did a bunch of research to make sure it was legit. Even though it came through the UI and official Facebook channels, you never know. There's so many scammers, so much spear phishing and hacking going on. You gotta be careful. I would say, hey, I'm from Cleveland. You can't fool me. You know, it's good to have a healthy amount of suspicion. I did some digging and I checked it out. And once I'd established that Facebook was actually doing this program, I remember saying to my husband, while I'm on here posting content for free, so if it's another $50 a month, that'd be great. At the time, I'd been using Facebook for several years to promote my business. I had been promoting my website. I had a Patreon following. I had been selling books. I had some affiliate marketing I was doing. But a lot of the content I was making memes on Twitter that I was screenshotting and cross-posting. A lot of that wasn't really making me any direct money off the content itself. It was more bringing notice to the actual products I was selling. I wasn't getting paid for just the engagement. So I said to Justin, I was like, $50 a month, oh my gosh, that'd be fantastic. The first month, I made $5,048.52. So it was about 100 times what I thought I'd make. So what did I do at that point? Well, I kept continuing to post good content and looking around me suspiciously like, what is this? Is this real life? Or is this just fantasy? Very suspicious. But I didn't just do that. At the end of that first month, I actually made a brand new Facebook page. It was a different niche. It was kind of a humor comedy thing I'd been banging around my head for a while. I'd been thinking about this humor brand was something I literally thought of in the shower. Actually, at the time, my husband Justin was away on a business trip. He was out of state. I was taking a shower and the planets aligned and I had like a really funny idea. I was like, you know, that'd be fun, that'd be silly, and I'll start this page. Before this happened, I had a couple of large Facebook pages already. I was already very familiar with these strategies that you need to grow a Facebook page well and fast, and at the same time having an audience that's really interested in you and very engaged. If you're interested, I can do another episode on that, let me know. But my first couple of brands, they were fine. This struck me as just a really silly, off-the-wall, risky, funny idea, which great for a comedy brand, right? And I started posting on it, kind of moonlighting, making new content for that. I kept on doing the rest of my business stuff and also focusing on this suddenly $5,000 a month stream that I hadn't had before, which wow. And the new baby brand I was working on, and imagine my surprise, it went off like gangbusters. It grew much faster than any of my other Facebook brands had ever been built before, and I went from 0 to about 30,000 followers by December. So I had started basically in September. It was way at the end of August. And then by the beginning of December, I had 30,000 followers, and then Facebook reached out again and said, hey, we're inviting you to join the bonus program on this page. I was like, what is going on here? Really? On the baby page. So all of a sudden I had 2 Facebook pages that were in this program, and it kept going on. And what was my max monthly payout doing this? My max monthly payout for the Facebook bonus program was, drum roll please, $9,553.77. I earned that in 1 month with these 2 pages. Yeah. So a funny thing happened. I was making the mad money. I kept calling it the mad money. And friends would be like, hey, how's the mad money going? I'd be like, yeah, great, this is good. Like, I still had my other business. I had all the other stuff that I had built up since a year and a half ago. So it's been 5 or 6 years that I've been online. I had everything that I built up, my book sales, my Patreon, affiliate marketing, an e-commerce situation. I had all kinds of stuff built up. So this was on top of that. And it was very fun and it was very easy. And it continued for about a year. And I noticed at the beginning of the summer of 2023, my paychecks kept kind of coming down. I was still making 4 figures. I was feeling good about that, especially because it was very easy at that point. But I noticed it was trending down, and they were also opening the program up to more people. So I figured probably more people in the same pool. And even though my engagement and my reach were going up with these brands, I was not getting paid as much. But, you know, still like all this money for something that I was doing anyway fine. And then overnight, January 2024, they cut pay rates by about 95%. And it's been that way ever since. It's stayed that way ever since. And nowadays, the reach that once upon a time would have paid me $9,500 a month, the reach and engagement on Facebook pays about $200 a month. Just whittled away over time as they invited more people into the program, and also as Facebook pulled ahead of TikTok. This is all my opinion. Don't come after me, bro. This is not a legal statement of fact. But I noticed that Facebook started the Meta Performance Bonus Program. They originally started it with Reels, which, if you're not familiar, is Facebook's version of YouTube Shorts. It's their short form video. It's their direct competition with TikTok. Originally, there was a Facebook Reels Performance Bonus Program. This was before my time. I was not invited to participate in said program, but they had started it because of the TikTok Creator Fund. My opinion, allegedly. The timing was suspect. This was when TikTok was overtaking Facebook. And they were basically aggressively bribing the Shorts creators with a bonus program. They were rewarding them with the bonuses. And I heard, allegedly, in my opinion, I don't have direct experience with this either, that the rates did a similar thing on the Reels bonus program. And as I recall, they actually shut it down eventually. They stopped rewarding them. And the reason why is that Meta found that when people are in the Shorts feed, the ad revenue actually goes down. So driving people to the Shorts feed isn't a primary goal. The rates are better and they convert better and they can sell more and demand higher prices of advertisers if they keep you on the regular feed. When Facebook users are in the Reels feed, they lose money on the deal, but they had to kind of balance it because they didn't want to fall behind TikTok in social media supremacy and ad share, but Shorts were not making them much money. So they did this thing where they kind of decided, hey, let's do a performance bonus program for the other feed. We'll have the Shorts feature. We have people that are making Reels already. That program has kind of brought it into the ecosystem, but we will pay. And actually, you'll see in some of the images that I can show you about the invitations I got that they exclude Shorts in their payout, in their calculations for engagement. And there's a reason for that. They exclude the Reels. Anyway, similar life cycle. They turbocharged the performance bonus program to help them get more engagement up, to encourage really clever content creators to really do their best to make it really exciting for people to browse the regular feed where the rates were. At the same time, the whole thing was happening with the TikTok legislation in Congress. So, speculation, allegedly, my opinion. Don't sue me, but that's my understanding of the entire climate and environment. So once they had established Facebook supremacy, once Congress was like, yeah, we're going to shut TikTok down, once that whole thing happened, the rates went bloop. That's it, I'm not complaining. It's a nice passive stream in addition to all the other ways that I'm making money on Facebook. But there are a few reasons why I haven't enrolled some of my other humor brands in it. So you'll see this is an invite I received from a different humor brand I run, Neurodiversion, which is a comedy brand for neurodivergent individuals. And I did not click it. And there's a few reasons. One, the rates are way down. It's a lot of hassle for me to be creating original content if the rates are not there. And that's the other thing. The Facebook bonus program only rewards you for original content. So if you're posting too much third-party content, you can get strikes, you can be thrown out of the program. And with a lot of the comedy brands, I like to do a mix. I do some original content, but I also like to share third-party content that I think is interesting. I think it makes for a better brand experience. So without those high rates and without an established reach and engagement, it's kind of diminishing returns after a certain point. And in addition, I have some other large brands that are already monetized in a different way. So they have Patreon or e-commerce, and some of my marketing strategy revolves around using some third-party content, and I make more money off the advertising that I do with collabs and third-party content than I ever would off posting original content there. So the calculus with the rates being down just doesn't make sense for a lot of my brands. And frankly, for the pages that are still enrolled, I am doing a lot of auto scheduling, so reposting through social media tools. It has become truly passive because the way that it's being paid out, it's not even worth the time to work on it. But yeah, this is all to say I'm not complaining about it. It was a great experience. I'm very grateful that I was included, and I'm grateful to continue to be included. And frankly, I have made a lot of other money on Facebook other than this, but this was, big money very fast, and it was part of what helped me to travel the country with my partner and to invest in some other things in my business, and I'm very grateful for it. But yeah, I thought I would just talk today a little bit about the Meta Bonus Performance Program and what happened with it. And let me know if you want some more information about the other ways I make money on Facebook, the strategies for growing something within the Facebook algorithm. It is completely different than YouTube growth. The software is different. There's a whole social hard sharing component that completely skews everything. And I know lots and lots and lots about that, as well as ways to moderate Facebook communities that are easy. So let me know if you're interested. I am very grateful that YouTube as a platform has been paying creators for years and years, and of course AdSense rates are going to go up and down depending on what the companies are willing to pay for them, but there are people on YouTube that have been getting paid on YouTube regularly off advertiser money for something like 20 years now, and I think that is incredible, and it is so attractive as a creator because so much of getting paid as a creator can be boom or bust. You can be getting 6 figures out of nowhere and then all of a sudden it dries up, and that sounds really exciting, and in a way it was exciting in a way. You know, I had the money, I was able to pay off a lot of debts. I also had a huge tax burden out of nowhere, though that was not exciting. I had to pay off some penalties because I over-earned versus my estimated quarterly what I expected to make. But also I love the idea of having some stability and having something that can kind of move as you go forward. And there are going to be fluctuations always, but having nice steady income streams is such an appealing process. So the fact that YouTube has been doing it for so long is really appealing. Anyway, it was great talking to you as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.